as I said earlier, Sarvamangala has been really proactive in ensuring that musicians and Rasikas stay in touch even during such troublesome times. So they made sure that this COVID-19 pandemic does not become an obstacle in between the musicians and the listeners. And there was a steady stream of music thanks to the 4 masterclasses that they organized through YouTube Live. In the first week of the masterclass, we discussed about what is your favorite raga. That was the topic. And then we discussed about the structure of a current day Carnatic music concert and what are the various parts to it, whether there is any possibility of shuffling and rearranging the structure that we have today. And the third, and I think the most popular session was about cinema music. And whereas, I mean, usually what we do is, number one, the classical music, other influence on cinema music, we usually talk a lot about many lecture demonstrations. Many people do that. But I thought it would be kind of different and also important to find how cinema music has lent itself to my form of classical music, and what I have taken from cinema music, especially Ilayaraja sir's music, because I've grown up listening to his songs. And on the 4th masterclass, what we did was to just have an open house where people gave in their requests. They just asked some questions. It was mainly just a question and answer session. So today you can consider this bonus class, thanks to again Sarvamangala's initiative, on Zoom. This is an extension of the 3rd and the 4th masterclass sessions. We will be discussing for the next 1 hour about Ilayaraja's music and its influence on your own understanding of classical music. And I will also give instances from my experience. And you can also submit some requests or some queries that you might have about classical music. I know many of you have questions about what is it that artists do on stage. Once they go on stage, what is it that they practice? You know? At home, it is something else that they do, but on stage, it undergoes some level of change that happens on stage. So you can kind of ask me questions if you want. And more importantly, this session is being done on Zoom as against YouTube Live, because there were many valid points and many interesting observations by some of the people that we have today, especially about Ilayaraja's music. And I would like to open the floor to them as well. And so if anyone has something to say about Ilayaraja or something to say about your own experience with classical music, which has been taken from film music, please do share the things with us. So I would like to start, as I said, by singing a request that has been made by Mr. Ajay Menon. He insisted that I should sing one of his favorite songs by Muthuswami Dikshitar. It is a song called Chetashri Balakrishnan in the ragam Dvijavanti or Jaijavanti, or however you call it. It's basically it's a North Indian ragam which has been adapted to Carnatic music thanks to the genius of Muthuswami Dikshitar. So are we all good to go? Can I sing now? Super. Chetashri Balakrishna Bhajare Chetashri Balakrishna Bhajare Chetashri Balakrishna Bhajare चिन्तितार्थ प्रतचरणरविन्दम् मुकुन्दं श्री बालकृष्ण नूतन नीरद सदृश शरीरं नन्द सदृश शरीरं किशोरं पीतवसन धरं कम्बुकन्धरं गिरिधरं पूतनादि संहारं पुरुषोत्तमावतारं पूतनादि संहारं पुरुषोत्तमावतारं शीतलहृदय विहारं श्रीरुक्मिणीदारं श्री Krishna. Okay, so can I have Rajendra Kumar on video, and also can we unmute him, please? So he had a set of very insightful observations about Ilayaraja and his music. He writes a wonderful blog, by the way. You guys must go and check out the blog that he writes about Ilayaraja's music and the way he uses certain concepts. So, Mr. Raj, thank you for joining us, and anything that you'd like to say.
Anything is too less, because you know we can spend 24 hours talking about his music. And thank you for the nice words. Yeah, it is. It'll be hard to believe, but I got into music because of the sense that I grew up in a musical environment. My mother used to sing, but again, it was all this way, that way, in the sense that they used to appreciate Carnatic music. I would wonder what is this all about? What is this ragam? What is this talam? Until I came across this person's music, and then it's a journey. It's a big journey. There are so many layers. And the kind of concepts he has used. You know that. You know better. For example, last time we were talking about, in that session, you were talking about this Grahabedam. There are musicians who use Grahabedam, talking about film musicians, they use Grahabedam, but here this gentleman uses it appropriately, in the sense that you were talking about, say, this Dalapati song, that Vivadi one side.
No, I think Grahabedam, I was talking. Actually, I didn't get much to talk about Grahabedam. Talapadi was shifting the ragam with just one note. Yeah.
Yes. And you were also talking about this Unnal Mudim
Thambi, yes.
Yeah. And you were talking about, I'm coming to that, you were talking about that Arohanam song.
Yes, Kalaivani.
Now, what he had done is, it is not in the OST, that is, it is not in the audio, but in the movie, what he does is, there are two interludes. And I'm not able to see you. Charan, are you there? You're frozen. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you. But he has done it?
Yeah. See what happens in that song is that there are two interludes, and in the second interlude, there is that meeting between this. I'm sure all of you must have watched the movie. See the mother and daughter sit together, and
Oh yeah,
what he
yeah, yeah,
does
yeah, yeah.
what he does is the violin plays. Now he takes on from Kalyani.
Okay.
He takes that knee, and if you shift that, it becomes Todi. But again, from
Okay.
Todi, you can go to Sindhu Bhairavi.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
he has beautifully done that. Probably,
Yeah, yeah.
if time permits, I can play that.
I remember. No, no, I'll just. I don't think we can play that now. But let me sing Kalyani. You can tell how Nishadam works. So, for example, Kalaivaniye unaitane taranana sa. I think he'll end in sa.
Yeah,
Sa ni ni
and
sa ri ga
yeah,
ma pa da ni ni ra pa ma ga ri sa ni. Sarigama padani sa zani da pa magari sa. So that is the scale of Thodi. So yeah, I remember that sa 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 sa, and he goes to Sindhu Bhairavi from Thodi, bringing in the concept of Sindhu's
Sindhu, yeah. Right.
Sindhu's birth, and what a wonderful! Oh my God.
There's so many other things, so many other things.
Beautiful. Well said. Well said. Talking about the kind of influences that I took from Ilayaraja, sir, I would say that, as I was saying in the third session, the raga or the phrases, some of the raga's phrases that he has used, especially in one of my favorite songs, Mohanathla Nariya Pannirukkaru avaru. I think he has done Ninnu Kori Varnamo irukku. One of my personal favorites on it's Vandade from Kirakku Vasam.
Yes, I was about to say that. Pure Mohanam. Pure Mohanam.
Pure Mohanam, exactly. That was my, I was about to say pure Mohanam.
Yeah.
I guess many of you would have heard that song. Chitrama பாடிருப்பாங்க. ரொம்ப நல்லா பாடிருப்பா. அதுல ஒரு பிரயோகம் வந்து I took only from that song. Because we don't sing that in Carnatic music. Let me be very honest. That gives a very cinematic flavor. So I don't, as much as I love that phrase, I don't sing it in my concerts. In concert, it's more like straight தான் அடிப்போம். அந்த மாதிரி கொடுக்க மாட்டோம். But one phrase that Raja sir has used, Dasaga Vanegam that is a wonderful phrase that I found. Dasaga, people, I don't know. When I heard this song for the first time, that was very new to me. It gave Mohanam also in a very different kind of perspective. Dasaga riga sari pada tadari sari dasa pa sadaba dabaga dabagari bagari sagari riga padasa. Wonderful Mohanam. So that dasagari sadabadari sadabaga pasadabagari gadabagari, it kind of morphs into the way Madhuramani sir sings swarams. This is the way he sings. Swaram nalla Madhuramani kettingnaaka pada dasa sari riga gari sadaga gaba pada dasa sari riga dabaga riga gaba pada dasa pada da gaba riga saga sari sagari bagada padari அப்படி பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பார். So this usage of dasaga, it can lead to dasaga padari gabaza rigada saripa. It's still very well within the limits of Mohanam. So that is one phrase that I really took from the books of Vandade Kungumi. So I hope all of you, the songs that we discussed, please make sure you listen to it tonight itself. I think someone had a question about scale change, which is Shruti Bedam versus Graha Bedam. In the master class, yaro on the doubt kettandaga. Is that person here? If you are, please unmute yourself and mark your presence, because I think I have the answer for you. I don't think so. Ilayaraja's album, How to Name It அப்படின்னு ஒரு album நிறைய பேர் கேட்டிருப்பேன். It's his independent music album where he has just played with ragas and played with kind of the arrangement for different ragas. Interestingly, I think one of the interviews அதுக்கு வந்து நிறைய பேர் வைக்க ட்ரை பண்ணார் அவரு. Everyone were, because Nothing But Wind I think came probably a little early than How to Name It. I'm not sure.
No, How to Name It came first.
So
86.
So Nothing But Wind எப்போ வந்தது? 88, because of the presence of Hari Prasad Chaurasia ji, they named it Nothing But Wind. But இதுக்கு வந்து அவருக்கு he didn't want to name anything specifically for this அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவார் அவர். ஏன்னா இதுக்கு வந்து இப்போ கூட கேட்டா கூட இசை எங்கேருந்து வருது அப்படின்னு ஒரு கேள்வியை எல்லார்ட்டையும் எழுப்பி நம்மள கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணிடுவோம். நானே இசை என் மூலமா இசை வருது, ஏதோ he's like different level right now. So அந்த மாதிரி அப்பவே I think he didn't want to name this album and just said how to name it. நீங்க என்ன வேணாலும் வச்சுக்கோங்க பேர் அப்படின்னு. In that album, when I was listening to it a few weeks back, thanks to this lockdown, he has used this Graha Bedam quite a number of times. But Shruti Bedam, yaro ketanda, what exactly is Shruti Bedam? Do we use it in Carnatic music concert? Because I don't think we use it that much in Carnatic music concert. The moment we latch on to a Shruti, it's pretty much the same Shruti that happens till the end of the concert. Shruti maatradu, it's a new concept in Indian music concerts. But Western music la adu maathuvom, because we just, because they don't have a drone accompanying them throughout in a Western music concert. They don't have a drone at all. So adanala they go by the notation, and anganga the bass note changes quite frequently. So How to Name It album la one of the songs is in Sindhu Bhairavi, I mean sorry, Simendra Madino. Pasa ni sari gari sani da pa ma pa da pa ma pa ma gari sa sari ga ma pa. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டல் மியூசிக் இருக்கு அதுல. நீங்க கேட்டிருப்பேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஐ ஹோப் யூ டூ. அதுல வந்து வாட் ஹி டஸ் இஸ் அந்த மாதிரி he just goes on in Simendra Madhyam for some time. Pada pani pasa pari pagari sani da ma pada pani pasa pari pama. அந்த மாலை நின்னுட்டு சரி கரி சனி தப மபத பமா மபத பம பத பக மபத நீ சரி கரி சனி தப மபத பமா. ஹிந்தி கோட்டு சண்முக பிரியா. இப்போ நான் யோசிச்சிருந்தேன், சிம்மேந்திர மத்தியில் சண்முக பிரியா போயிருக்காருனாக்க மனுஷனுக்கு வந்து கிரகபேதம் தான் பண்ணியிருக்காருன்னு நினைச்சேன். இங்கேருந்தோ சிம்மேந்திர மத்தியத்துல சண்முக பிரியா வருதுன்னு நினைச்சேன், பட் வரல. ஆக்சுவலி வாட் ஹி டஸ் இஸ், சிம்மேந்திர மத்தியமத்துக்கு அங்க இருக்குனாக்க சண்முக பிரியாக்கு he has taken that அத சாவா வச்சுட்டு இருக்கார். Shuddha Rishabham becomes the Sajjamam for him. This is a classic example of Shruti Bedam. Shruti வந்து it goes to the next tonic frequency. Sari, the Shuddha Rishabham வந்து that is the next available frequency in Western classical and Indian classical music. So அதுக்கு நடுவுல there is no other frequency. So அந்த re வச்சுண்டு, which is Shruti Bedam பண்ணி, அந்த ரீல இருந்து he goes to Shanmuga Priya. So that is a classic example of Shruti Bedam. They will say the How to Name It, it's there on YouTube, you can listen to it. Other panna manushan, what he does is, in another wonderful piece called Mad Mod Mood Fugue, idha and the piece oda per, you can go and listen to it, it's there on YouTube. He uses this bass ragam, because naanga vandu classical concerts la what we do is we use certain popular ragas that lend themselves very easily and very kind of soothing to the ear to Graha Bedam. தெரியாத ராகத்துல வச்சு, ஏன்னா ராகமே தெரியாது, அந்த இடத்துல கிரக வேதம் பண்ணாக்க people will definitely get confused. அப்படிங்கறதுனால what we do is we choose ragas like Kalyani, Karahara Priya or Mohanam. Mohanam is the most repeated raga when it comes to Graha Bedam, or Shuddha Danyasi. ஏன்னா அந்த pentatonic எடுத்தீங்கன்னாக்க each note will lead to another ragam, so we can do a Shruti Graha Bedam very easily. But what he does is he chooses the base raga as Chalanata, which is a Vivadi ragam. And Chalanata la ஒரு piece compose பண்ணிருக்காரு இந்த How to Name It album la, which goes like So Chalanata Arona is, of course, Pani Vidum, Malabanum, Padi, Uruvaram, Adirilla, Chalanata. Sanida Nisa, Pada Nisa, Nida Nisa, Risa, Zariga, Maga Magari Gari, Sari, Zanida, Nida, Nida, Pada, Maga Magari Gari, Niza, Pani Vidum, Malabanum, Aga. So இதுதான் சலநாட்டில இதுல ஆரம்பிச்சிருப்ப ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டல் பீஸ் சனிதனிச்ச சனிதனிச்ச ரே சரி ச த பமக சரி ரே கம பத பதனி சரி சனி நித பம பதனி சனி தனிச்ச இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பீஸ். இட்ஸ் a very வெஸ்டர்ன் ஓரியன்டட் பீஸ். நல்லா ட்ரம்லாம் ஹெவியா இருக்கும்ல. அதுல என்ன பண்ணிருப்பார், I had no idea that சலநாட்டையில கிரகபேதம் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னா. ராகமே இட்ஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ட்ரிக்கி. 2 விவாதித்துவம் இருக்கு. So that's what we say in carnatic music. In addition to that, ஒரு விவாதித்துவம் இருந்தாலே we have to be careful. இது வந்து 2 விவாதித்துவம். So both da and re we have to be careful. So what Ilayaraja does, that is, so என்ன பண்ணுவார் அவரு, சனி தனி சனி பமகமப்ப ரேகமப்ப பதனி தனி தனி சனி பமகமப்ப. I'm just getting to that part. போயிட்டு he keeps a sa. கிரகவேதம்ல அதான் பண்ணுவோம். எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் நோட்டை we make it into sa. We don't shift into notes that are not available in the base ragam. So சலநாட்டையில ஷட்சுதி ரிஷபத்துல he just stops for a moment. ரே ரே அந்த சா அப்படி சொல்லுவார். அதுலேருந்து he doesn't go the full 7 notes. Like Raj said for that Vaidehi Raman and the paatla, what he does is, and the re-length he goes to Mohanam alone. How I say that? Re, sa, re, ga, ma, re, re, ma, pa, da, sa, re, re, sa, da, pa, ma, re. இதுக்கு பேர் பாரு, சரி க பத சத பகரி ச ஃப்ரம் வித்தின் சலநாட்டை. சரி க பத சத ரே க பத க பதரி ச. ஸோ சால நின்றுனாக்க மோகனமோட சா is actually சலநாட்டையில இருக்கிறதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னாக்க it is nothing but sa, sa, which is re, re. So he stops at re again in Chalanattai, which is sa for Mohanam. Re, ta, and the next note in Chalanattai, which is sa, re, ga, ga ku biduvar. And the ga and he goes to Subhabantu Vrali. Ga sa ri ga na 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 ga ga sa ri ga ga ma pa da ni sa ri ga ga re sa ni da pa ma ga sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So Subhabantu Vrali. ஸோ ஒரே பாட்டுல இருந்து சலநாட்டைன்னு ஒரு கஷ்டமான ராகத்தை எடுத்துட்டு இந்த 2 ராகங்கள் உள்ள இருக்குன்னு காமிச்சது வந்து I think Ilayaraja sir in this context. So that gave us confidence in taking such ragas where Grahabedam otherwise we would not have thought as possible.
Just reminded of this Pantuvarali piece in Rajaparve. You must be familiar with that.
Oh yeah, the violin piece.
Yeah, there somewhere in between, say after 2 minutes or so, he shifts to Mohan. He does because Pantuvarali, from Pantuvarali, so Pantuvarali and couple of more ragas, you can shift to this pentatonic ragas. Yeah. Goes to Mohanam and goes back to Pantuvarali. And talking about unknown ragas, he has composed a song in Varsham Padinare, which is not picturized.
Oh,
it is Karayada Manamum Undu. I'll play that if you want later. So what happens is it's based on a raga called Hema Bhushani, which is a janya of Gange Bhushani, which is Gange Bhushani is 33 if I'm not wrong. So what he does is from that again he takes on, he does Graha Vedam on Ga, and if you do Graha Vedam on Ga, there is no valid raga, so he obscures two swaras and it goes to a raga which is Lalita minus Ma. And when I check the raga text, it's called as Maharanda Priya.
Maharanda Priya. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
It's a pentatonic. It's a pentatonic raga. Gange Bush, Hema Bhushni, nobody would have known because Gange Bhushni people know. Goes to Hema Bhushni, taking Hema Bhushni, and from there he goes to Makaranda Priya. And what I feel is, of course, he does this not consciously. It just happens. It's a kind of it's an experiment. He just music is music. You know that. So we want to immerse ourselves. So what he does is he doesn't sit with the harmonium thinking that now I'm going to play something on Hema Bhushni. Probably he must have played Gange Bhushni and then he would have thought, I'll cut this pa and see what happens. And then it would have, if you go and ask him, sir, you composed Hema Bhushni, he said, is it?
Sundaranyanam, for those who don't know, it is a pure version of Kedaram. So Kedarathla urvana or paattu dhaan adu. Adula vandu naanga oru, there's a very raktiyana sangathi that we use in Carnatic music. Ngamappa dadarana no nara sani ba magari sarisa இப்படி பாடுவோம். கமல்ஹாசன் இந்த சங்கதி ரொம்ப நாள் பாடுறாரு இந்த பாட்டுல. அந்த அது ரொம்ப நல்ல ஒரு சங்கதி. அது நாங்க கமலா பாடின, I know he really sings well, but ரொம்ப அழகா அடிச்சிருப்பா. I think Ilayaraja must have drilled him to no end for getting that sangadi.
So actually, Charan, just what happened was I read about that thing. Bharadwaj Ranjan had written some time ago in the Hindu. It seems it was Kamal's own sangati. Ilayaraja said Jetli doesn't allow any other singer to have their own sangati, even SPB. But it seems Kamal just sang that and he asked him, sir, can I keep it? He said, please go ahead, let us retain this. Okay. So it's Kamal's thinking, creativity.
That's so wonderful. Thank you for that. The Chambarathingra பாட்டு, அந்த நீலாக்காயும் நேரம் சரணம் அது இருக்கு இல்லையா, அனுபலவி சரணம். I think it's one of the most difficult songs that I have come across of Ilayaraja. ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் பாடுறது. எல்லா இடத்துலயுமே there will be this, என்னோட பாட்டி சொல்ற மாதிரி ரவ சங்கதிம்பா, ரவ போட்ட பிருகா அப்படின்னு. ஆனா திடீர்னு உதுந்துரும் அது. ஸோ எங்க ஆரம்பிச்சு எங்க முடியறதே தெரியாது. பட் இட்ஸ் a wonderful பிருகா. பரதாஜ் என்ன அனுபலவி என்ன வார்த்தை அது?
நீலாக்காயும் நேரம் அதுலயா? தென்றல் தேரில் நான் தான் போகும் நேரம்
கஷ்டமான சங்கதி. தண்டல் தர அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் இந்த சங்கதி நான் ரொம்ப ட்ரை பண்ணிருக்கேன். கஷ்டப்பட்டு மடிவாய் மலரே ரொம்ப எப்படி வந்தாருன்னு தெரியாது சங்கதிக்கு. ஸோ these sangadis whenever they play on TV, I'm sure I can still remember பாட்டி, என்னோட சித்தி, என்னோட அம்மாலாம் they'll be attached to the screen. ஏன்னா இன்னைக்கு அந்த மாதிரி சங்கதிஸ்லாம் வருது இல்லை சாங்ஸ்ல. I'm very sorry. It's a song, either it has a classical feel to it, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு classical சீன்ல ஏதாவது classical music வர மாதிரி இருந்தா தான் they use these sangadis. Anyway, what else was I about to say?
குருச்சரன், ஒரு ரிக்வெஸ்ட். உங்ககிட்ட சினிமா பாட்டு few lines for the benefit of all, நீங்க பாடி கேட்டதில்ல ரொம்ப.
திருக்கோவில் தெய்வங்கள் நீதானம்மா, அன்னைக்கு அன்றாடம் அபிஷேகம் அலங்காரம் புரிகின்ற சிறு துந்தன் நானம்மா. பொருளோடு புகழ் தேடும் மகனல்ல தாயே உன் அருள் வேண்டும் எனக்கென்று அது போதுமே. நானும் அமைந்தாலும் நான் என்றும் மகனாக பிறக்கின்ற வரம் வேண்டுமே. அதை நீயே தருவாயே அம்மாவென்றழைக்காத. So yeah,
thank you so much.
The mind works in such wonderful ways. எனக்கு வந்து similar instance happened when I wanted to sing a little of Pahadi Ragam in my concert. Pahadi is it's a very North Indian ragam. Misra Pahadi in kuda solluvom. It's a tricky ragam because it's close to Yamuna Kalyani in a way, but it's quite different from that. So now to give you மியூசிஷியன்ஸ் ரொம்ப நல்லா ஹேண்ட் பண்றாரு. லால் குருச்சரன் சார் தில்லானாவே போட்டிருக்காரு. பட் இந்த பாட்டை டெவலப் பண்றதுக்கு எனக்கு தில்லானா பாடிட்டேன், கொஞ்சம் எண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு பஹாடியில இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் வேணும்னு ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ற போது, கேன் எனிவன் டெல் மீ, இப்போ நான் பாடின ராகத்துல which was the song that you thought of Ilayaraja's? I'll sing a few phrases again. Yeah, Raj, I think you have it. I'll sing it again. Na 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 ra 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 ta da na na na
நாடை பூங்காற்றும் வாசம் வீசும் வாழ்க்கையாவும் நீ வேண்டும்.
இல்ல, அதுவும் இல்ல.
அதுவும் இல்லையா?
இன்னும் லிட்டரலாவே பாடுறேன்.
ஏதேதோ எண்ணம் வளர்த்தேன்.
எக்ஸாக்ட்லி. எண்ணம் வளர்த்தேன் நீதானே புன்னான தரரரன நரனான தரனன நரரரன ததரினன நிறைய பாட்டு இருக்கு, பழைய பாட்டு நிறைய இருக்கு. But similar instance happened when I was looking for how to develop Preeti Gowla as a kid. These were the songs that helped me. In that, Arun, do you remember the first humming that comes before the song? Excellent, Arun.
I have doubt, Sikkil, I have a doubt whether is that the same guy who sang the song in the movie?
Oh wow, Arun, did you sing the song? So I think your voice is like
thank you. Great perfection.
Very good, Arun. Very good.
Thank you.
So this is humming in Preeti Gowla that I really took to my heart. But the reverse also happened. You think that this? I was quite naive at that time to think that the whole song was in Preeti Gowla, but it is not. It jumps a little bit off Preeti Gowla to another allied ragam, especially in the charanam. Na 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 tara na 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 na. And Arun, can you sing that also? Sabash.
Karan,
Yeah.
See, you said that Mukhari is like a sad kind of mood giving raham. But in one concert, you sang that என்றைக்கு சிவகிருபை வருமோ. It was so fantastic to listen to it. Can you just sing 2 lines of that?
Sure, it's definitely. I think Mukari sad ragam சொல்றதுக்கு ஒரு பெரிய காரணம் வந்து the kind of words it gives away. Some of the songs, it has some really deep and profound words. For example, Enrique Sivakarpai is full of philosophy and it makes the heart heavy when you listen along with the words. கன்றின் குரலை கேட்டு கனிந்து போல் கன்றின் குரலை கேட்டு கனிந்து வரும் பசும் போல் ஒன்றுக்கும் அஞ்சாத ஒன்றுக்கும் அஞ்சாத என் உள்ள துயரம் நீக்க என்றைக்கு சிவகிருபை வருமோ ஏழை என் மன சஞ்சலம் ஆறுமோ.
Gurucharan,
Yes, Suresh.
my daughter Prakriti, she want to listen to the Tilana in Dharmavati from you.
Tilana and Dharmavati, yeah. Anilu nanu compose panna.
Yeah.
Hey, Charan?
Yep.
I think on the same lines, I had asked you a question, right? Is it inspired from the Tattindom song of Ilayaraja?
Maragadamani. Tattithom Alagan. Adu Maragadamani. I don't think so. The Uruvana Vidam vandu Anil had this idea of Dharmavati Pallavi. Maybe Dharmavati la avlo ஒரு classical piece na people immediately think of Tattithom because Tattithom is very nice Dharmavati. I don't think he was inspired by Dharmavati of Tattithom. Anyway, just sing a little bit of the Tilana. Dim tanana dim tanana nadrudim 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 tanana dim tanana nadrudim 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 tanana dim tanana nadrudim nadrudim tanadirana. Govinda Gopala Gopika Ramana Jara Jora Muralidhara Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Yamuna Bihari Girivaradari Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashoda Ranjana Vrajajana Ranjana Jana Palana Kalinga Nardana Gokula Rakshana Madhusudana Kalinga Nardana Gokula Rakshana Madhusudana Nadridridim. That's for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you again for joining me in this bonus session of Sarvamangala's masterclass. Let's all hope that very soon we get to meet live in flesh and blood in whichever city we are. So, so let's meet sometime, and concerts, I hope they start happening very soon. So thank you, Sarvamangala, Rahul, Ajay, and Huzefa for enabling us to get in touch with music and with ourselves. It's a great service that you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you.
Thank you, guys. Good night and bye-bye. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raj. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, John. Thanks a lot. Nice.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot.
Bye.